Well,
I like the recording of things. It gives me stuff to post on the internet. Alright, let's see.
you ever just post some random fucking bullshit on the internet?
Every day of my life. Alright, the bad news is I only got 1 tentacle, so I still need 2 more. But that's okay.
Damn.
That's okay. We'll get him again next time.
Fighting regular Duna would be the way to go, but
yeah.
I only have temper. There are 4 Narcillas on the board right now, and 4 Rathian. What the fuck?
Hi, Mythics.
Well, what
It's
can
like
I do for
goddamn epidemic.
And wear it and see how long it takes his family to recognize it's not him. Mythics, are you okay, babe?
Yeah, did you, or did you just recently watch Face Off? You take his face
off.
I
I have.
There's
to get to work?
a 1-star Quemetris on the board.
Why do you say Quemetris instead of Cametrice?
I don't know, because it sounds funny.
Oh, okay.
I'm also dyslexic, so I normally mispronounce things.
I was just, I mean, it's fine. I was just curious. Like, I just wasn't sure if there
so
was any...
tiny. Wait, how
Ready
tiny
to get
is
to
he?
work?
You take his face off. Quemetry. Yeah, it's a Quemetry. Could you imagine if there was a crossover version where they made No, hear me out. If they made a crossover version and they replaced the Cametrice with the Meteor Chocobo.
Red Chocobo?
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
That'd be fucked up. There's a gold card small!
Start a quest for it, dude.
Ready to get to work? Perfection.
That's fucking a mode D.
Back anytime.
Alright, did you post a quest?
Begin field survey. Quest posted.
Convince Nicolas Cage is an eldritch being trapped in mortal flesh. Yep.
He's so small.
But wouldn't that be funny if they replaced it with the red Chocobo?
It'd be way fucking better than the last Final Fantasy crossover where they had giant Kulu Yaku.
Yeah, fuck that thing.
Big ass crystal.
That is also a red Chocobo? Yeah. He is. Half the time he is eating raw meat, other half he's like, is this how human eating? Oh god, that reminds me of the coyote spirit. I showed you the coyote spirit thing, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so there's this YouTube video, or it's like a TikTok or something, and it's a dude hiking, and he meets up with another guy, and he does the head nod, right? And the other guy doesn't do the head nod, and he's like, dude, you gotta do the head nod. What if you're a coyote spirit trying to steal my soul? And he's like, I'm not a coyote spirit, man. Oh yeah? If you're not a coyote spirit, what do humans do with newspaper? Eat it? No, dude, they read it. See? Someone's gonna figure out that you're not a human. You're actually a coyote spirit. You gotta do the head nod. And he's like, wait a minute, Longfang? And it turns out the other guy was also a coyote spirit. I'll send it to you later. It's really fucking funny.
It sounds like the that video I sent you where it's like, what would you do if you won $10,000? Oh yeah, all expenses round paid trip to the Vatican's wet t-shirt contest.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, you don't remember Pope throws the H water? Naturals of the year. Yeah, then they exercise the demon out of her. The Pope throws the H water. Naturals of the year. I'll resend it to you. It's such a fantastic video.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll go because I know I sent it to Browning. It's in my DM somewhere. But yeah, it's just you got to do the head nod. So remember, chat, if you're ever out hiking in the woods and you see a guy and he doesn't do the head nod, you're a little, hey bud, what's up? He might be a coyote spirit trying to kill you.
I need to also look how small this bird is.
Dude, there's another one. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's the 1-star that I was talking about that I thought was going to be the gold crown small. But he's actually just a weak ass fucking.
There's just 2 little guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the littler guy win. That's assuming I'm not a coyote spirit, which you're not. Are you a coyote spirit? You have to tell me. Legally, you have to tell me.
Goddamn health.
Now you want to eat? Don't eat coyote spirits. That's mean. Should we catch this little bastard?
Sure. Why not?
Oh, hey, the other one's here too. I want to.
Sad pepper.
I want to see what happens. You're not a coyote spirit. I see.
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Okay, easy.
Nice.
Gonna attempt to get some food. Good idea.
Sad pepper.
Me furiously ripping up bones from this pile. You broke your creator father mother's thing today. My fucking child is chewing my cables. Aww. Unfortunately, you have to go. You have a long drive for work in the morning. Absolutely go get some rest. Thank you for coming to hang out. Obtain your first miniature crown. That was my first mini crown.
Nice.
Thank you for that.
Welcome.
Hell yeah. But yeah, go get some rest. Thank you for hanging out. He's so tiny.
He's so small.
He's a little baby man. Little baby man. Baby man. Little baby man. We're all pointing at him and he's so fucking small. Hey, Street Fighter. How are you? I don't know if you've seen that video before. The baby.
Weather's changing. I don't think I have, actually.
It's pretty silly. All right, so let's see. If I look at it, yeah. So I have a gold tiny crown and a silver big crown.
Nice.
Hey. I do have a gold crown Chatacabra, silver crown Kongalala, Rei Dao, Himabari, Guardian Doshagama, Gravios, Rathalos, Arkveld, and I have gold crowns for Rathian, Doshagama, and Ajarakan as well.
That is a powerful Arkveld. Is it gold crown large?
What would
Let's go find out.
What would a miniature crown Jindahad look like?
I don't know.
Oh, I believe you,
I
Jin.
don't know if Jindahad can be crowned. I don't think he can. I think he's just one size. But it would be funny because, like, the reverse of that is then what does a gold crown large Jindahad look like? And that's too big.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You probably couldn't even fit that motherfucker on screen, let alone his own goddamn arena.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to climb up on the walls. He's just too big. Can't do it.
He's just in the wall. Nice hunting with you. You're gonna head to sleep. Okay, hun. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Have a good
Definitely.
night.
Goblin cats here. I see. Also, hold on. Did the person who didn't want me to say their name because she was lurking ever say what her lore was? No, she hasn't yet. Okay. I mean, I'm more than happy to like make the Zetalia. It's okay. It's actually kind of weird because like I'm really protective of my lore. Like I'm the only Zetalia. It's just me. But having a store brand Zetalia could be kind of cool. But I'm the only Zetalia. You know, because in lore I'm the only one. That's literally my lore. All right, what are we hunting next? You have anything good?
Question.
I've got a tempered Doshagama.
I have an Arkveld of an unknown size. Let me look at this bad
Ooh,
boy
wait,
first.
I need a new Udra. Can we do a tempered new Udra?
Yeah, you got one.
Yeah, hold on.
I hunted all of mine to extinction. I haven't seen a new Udra in like a week and a half.
Good, I hate those bastards. I was so mad fighting the new Udra. It was literally the only thing that got me. Well, that and the Ajarakan, but...
I love new Udra.
Alright, I am...
Such a cool monster.
Creating a quest for it right now. Veilguard is little baby man's first baby dragon age. Oh my god.
Are you prepared?
Alright, I need to eat.
Alright, I need to look at this Ajarakan and see if he is a crown size.
Okay. But yeah, no, as for making like a technical rule set, that would be kind of cool. I thought you might enjoy your Vice Barbarian. Would love a subclass that's inspired by it.
That is just a normal ass Jarkin. I care not for you.
Okay. One day I can send you my silly little I fucked around and found out writings, because I've got several pages of lore and like lore notes. You want to know how fucked up the Zeatelia are? Because they're real fucked up.
Probably very, I would assume.
Nox, you might want to cover your ears for this.
Oh, I'll take my headphones off for 30 seconds.
Zeatelia are only immortal now. They were not originally immortal. Their planet is covered in constant lightning storms, and they realized that they didn't have lightning rods. So when they realized that some Zeatelia didn't immediately die to getting struck by lightning, they chopped off their arms and legs and strapped them to poles and used them as living lightning rods. After the first one, they started cutting out their tongues. Nox, you can put your headphones back on. Finally managed to friend you. Yeah, I'll accept it when I'm not streaming. I was telling the story of the lightning rod Skatelia. And I figured you wouldn't want to hear about that.
I've heard it once, and I'm good never hearing it ever again.
That's what I figured.
Thumbs up, baby!
Listen, they were a fucking species of savages back in the day, and I mean that literally.
There's brutal things everywhere.
Yeah.
I can't avoid them all the time.
Can't rain all the time, Nox. Also, we're fighting a Rumpole, by the way.
Okay, I'm okay.
Cowardly bunny. Okay, Nox has a thing. What is it? Synesthesia mirror touch?
I have mirror touch synesthesia, so when I see, it's normally when I see physical pain, whenever I see touch sensations, I feel them as well. The problem is that because of that, I don't have any exposure to like lore or anything, so I don't have like a natural resistance to it. So when I hear descriptions of it as well, I can't help but imagine it, and then I feel it on my skin. And let me tell you, that shit fucking hurts a lot.
I believe it. I think that I've been desensitized to it a lot because, like, when you watch it in, like, say, a horror movie, you realize just how silly it is. Especially if you, like, see the behind-the-scenes things and you know how it's made, you can see how fake it is.
Yeah, but the problem is, like, even when it is fake, and I know that it's fake,
you're feeling it.
I'm feeling it. Like, my brain doesn't discern the difference between, like, reality and a stage prop, because it still looks like it would hurt.
Yeah. So I try to give Nox the benefit of the doubt. I know he doesn't. He knows exactly what I was saying about the lightning rod thing. He doesn't need to have it described.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
I'd be all right. All right, Susan. Hold fire.
I'm in an animation. I'm no longer in the animation.
Okay, good job, everybody. We did it.
Oh, is he dead?
We got this. The Rumpole? No, he's asleep. Oh, I can't put fucking bombs down here because he put his dumbass goop all over the place.
Yeah, we can't even trap him.
What an asshole.
Alright. Wake him up!
Wake up!
Yeah, Nox could feel something like that.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, so that's why I was trying to do this.
Yeah, and like it's not like a one-to-one sensation. It's like an echo of a. It's like if you've ever like gotten like a rope burn on your hand or like your wrist, and like a day or two later it goes away and it doesn't hurt anymore, but you can still kind of feel that you're like kind of all like it's still like there a little bit. That's kind of what I feel. Sort of like a residual pain of it, but it's still not very comfortable.
Yeah. But yeah.
Shit sucked. I could have like heard color. There's another synesthesia where like when you hear sounds you see color, like sounds are visible.
See,
on, like,
I have a really different one where I can feel things as colors.
Yeah. And like that's cool.
No, it's not.
Like,
it's weird. It feels so fucking weird.
Yeah, but it's better than feeling touch sensation. sensations.
Kinda. I mean, I guess it's such a weird sensation though, because like, you know, like somebody will slam on their brakes in front of me, and I'll slam on my brakes, and that adrenaline rush feels like ice shooting down my arms. But it's not ice; it's blue. It feels like blue. Hey, Mothman. Welcome in. I don't know if any mods are around to give you a shout out, but they should. Something similar than desensitized. It's a weird feeling. Like, it's not comfortable.
I fucking wish. I wish.
It's creator, father, mother?
Desensitization hard.
Wait, Mythics, is that who you're always talking about?
He's sleeping. He's snoozing. Hold your fire.
Ah, I stopped attacking.
Put in the bear house. It's fine. I'll just put him to sleep again. Not before I take a liver tune.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Your ankle got broken really, really badly when I slowly when you lived with a pain and a treadmill. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Can you... This is the most insensitive way for me to approach this, but can you feel when the weather changes? I've always heard stories about people that, like, after they've, like, had a very specific injury, they can, like, feel when the weather's about to change. Ow!
Yeah, I have people like that. They're in my family that have gotten like knee surgery and stuff. They're like, oh, it's gonna rain soon.
Huh. Did you just? Oh no, that was okay. Part of me wants to say that's pretty cool, but also that sucks.
It's snoozing.
I'm not attacking it this time.
Hold your fire. Come here, new Udra. I got bombs for you.
I set a bomb.
I can't. Okay, hold on. Let me put.
You
No.
bomb.
I was. It's fine.
Bomb set. Bomb set. Set a bomb.
Okay.
Alright.
Air pressure and sensor sensitivity. Yeah.
What?
I didn't do it.
Set a bomb.
That was me. I hit the tentacle. Oh, I KO'd him though. Good shit, asshole.
Hate this bastard. All my homies hate New Urdra.
Except for me, I love Udra.
I think it's an interesting design, but I hate him. Okay, I don't know what just happened, but sure. He also sounds really cool. You can predict tidal surges down within 2 hours. That's crazy.
God damn.
Shins or shoulders. I am very lucky that I've never broken a bone.
It's that government microchipping surgery. I've never broken a bone. I have had surgery.
I've had surgery twice.
I had to get my appendix removed.
Really? I never would have known.
Yeah. Good old appendicitis. I love that story though.
It's a good story.
So funny. Who gets their appendix out of a football game? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm on fire, buddy.
Yeah. Girl do that to you. Yeah. You dickhead.
Your ankle makes firecracker noises? I think I might have broken my neck at one point. I've told this story
That would
before.
be-
Huh?
That would be very frightening.
Well, I've told this story before, but I was at a concert. It was HF Festival in like 2002, 2003 or something like that. And a mosh pit had been in front of me, and the mosh pit finished. Like, you know, it broke up. So there was this big empty spot in front of me, and there was a crowd surfer. And thank goodness it wasn't a particularly heavy crowd surfer. But there was a crowd surfer being thrown forward behind me. I didn't know. So all of a sudden, I'm standing there next to this big empty section where this pit has just folded up and you know, dissipated. And all of a sudden, crunch, as this dude lands full-bodied, 150 pounds or so, directly on top of my head. And I just feel my neck go... Yeah, it was not fun. Patch is the child of a crossroads demon and a dimensional traveler. She was orphaned in some fantasy world left in the hands of loving foster parents. She could happily grow up and learn magic. Sometime after she became of age and mastered spatial magic, she set off to travel worlds, dimensions, and planes in search of her parents, but as of right now, she's stranded where magic is insanely sparse, and have to figure out how to collect enough mana while trying to survive. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm holding.
Gotta make more barrel bombs.
I'm just putting down the little ones.
I bring stuff to make 4 big ones, because I bring sleep.
You bring the heat.
I'm bringing the heat.
You bring the funk.
Well, I bring a sleep katana, whatever. I bring longsword, so I need, if I'm putting the monster to sleep, like smaller times to hunt, I gotta have bombs.
Fair. But yeah, so my neck, like when I pop it, it feels really weird. It's kind of painful sometimes. So I think there might have been a fracture or something, but I've never been to a doctor about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm an American.
America. Did I ever tell you that I got that thing figured out with my insurance?
No.
Yeah, apparently they just kept billing it to the wrong, well, they were billing it to the right people, but they didn't want to pay it. So they billed it to a different set of people that are like the top
hello,
level
Rathalos.
like top level in charge of my insurance. You asshole. And they were like, all right, we'll pay it.
I'm gonna back off and let Rathalos just kick the shit out of him.
Get her, new Udra.
I like games like this because of that. You see that? You can beat the shit out of it. It's pretty cool. Did we do a shout out for Emothavan?
Oh no. I could do one after I'm done kicking the shit out of this octopus.
I got it. I tabbed out and did it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because, like, you know, you're in here, yada yada.
Yeah.
I think Sabs
Give me your arm!
do more stuff. Ow! Oh, God. There you go. Everybody go follow. That's who we raided last night. Dude, the fucking reactive PNG had me rolling.
Yeah.
How did I get on fire? Bullshit. Is it asleep again?
It's just tired.
Me too, new loser. Me too. Was it the gremlin one or the full model one? It was the one where it was like, you know, like legs spread, crouched down, and then every time talking happened, just like went up and down.
Yeah, I told you, new Udra, I'm not leaving without a limb.
Yeah, I met the gremlin one. It was very silly.
Not leaving without a limb. From Popolo's fighting a tempered Rathalos.
Yeah, I saw that.
You, I'm a limb. Good luck, from Popolo. You'll fucking need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got a flame gem.
I got one of the 2 horns I needed.
Nice.
I love the full model one. Maybe want to see it. But yeah, so I that's one of my fun stories of like the fucking crowd surfer landing on my head, and so my neck is like, you know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Mythics. Woo. Alright, skip.
Fuck. Who the fuck? Oh.
Yeah. No, I mean, it doesn't hurt most of the time, but every so often I crack my neck just right, and I'm like, I probably should have gone to a doctor, because I was, like, basically still a high schooler, but, again,
it's
American.
fine, you heal.
Shitting the
Something about,
I'm
you know,
waddling back to
the
the
youth or something.
I want you to know I did not get another Horn Plus. You're waddling back to the tunnels. Good night, Dr. Blood Vomit. Thank you for being here.
See you later.
Bullshit. Have a good night, Dr. Blood Vomit.
Heard from the others.
It's good eeps.
Yeah, I gotta start doing, like, non-tempereds just to get the parts.
Yeah, then you gotta do tempered to get the tickets, and then we gotta do arc tempered when that comes out to get the gamma sets.
Yep. Yep.
We grind monsters until morale improves.
What's your favorite wound story? Other than the appendix, we've heard that one.
See, when you're as accident. Oh, I have a good one. So I'm incredibly accident prone. It's just like all my life I don't have a hitbox for my arms or legs. So they just like
Thank you,
bump
Dr.
into
Levon.
shit, or, I'll just use them to defend myself in ways that normal people would go, maybe not.
Okay.
One of those times, I was working at a fast food place, and I was slicing tomatoes.
Oh, I can already feel this in my gut. Trying to decide if it'd be funny to save or double down redeem again or not. That's up to you.
Do it.
That's up to you.
And so the problem with this particular tomato slicer is the non-slip contacts on the bottom. 3 of them worked, 1 of them didn't, which is generally fine. Not a big deal. 3 points of contact is good enough for people on tall ladders. It's good enough for a sharp blade.
People on tall ladders. Oh my god, dude.
What? It's 3 points of contact rule. Anyway.
That's...
I'm not wrong.
Post a quest.
I'm working on my equipment. What do you want to hunt?
I mean, if you have anything that's another new Udra or an Uthuna, those would be perfect.
I have a new Udra. I'll check up,
yeah, because I literally need 1 more tentacle. I need the tentacle knocks. No, I need 2 tentacles. I'm sorry. I need 2.
It's fine.
Yeah, if you got one,
do
please.
Fish time. Where was I? Oh yeah. So I was slicing tomatoes on this, and this countertop is just soaked in tomato, and I push in, slice tomato, but it gets stuck, and so I pull it back a little bit harder than I normally would. Both of the contact points slip off the counter and it starts to fall.
I don't like this.
And I reach out my hand to catch it.
I hate this.
At the same time, my brain fires a synapse that says, don't catch that, it'll hurt. And it grazes the back of my finger, just the middle finger. Doesn't cut very deep, but cuts enough where I am just like, well, that fucking sucks.
I don't like this story. I don't like this story at all.
It's so I go to the hospital. I talked to my boss because I have like 30 minutes left of my shift. I'm like, can I leave early? They're like, why? And I'm like, I dropped the tomato slicer on my hand. And they're like, oh god. And I'm like, no, I didn't lose anything. We're good. It's just I just got cut on the joint. And so they're like, I'm gonna go to the clinic and get stitches. And they're like, okay. So I call my friend and I'm like, hey,
I hate this.
can you bring me to the clinic?
Oh, this is a little 4-star.
I don't want to try.
Mythics is like, please, like little gag. So I'm getting that, like, I can feel my skin crawling.
Yeah. And so this, if that makes your skin crawl, this will be so much worse. So I get to the clinic. Side note, my body is very resistant to numbing agents.
And
so,
Mythics, breathe.
And so they normally when you get stitches in your fingers, they will inject they'll inject it into the base of your finger, and it will work its way up to the tips of your fingers because that's how your blood flows.
I have some stories about that. Yes.
That's the idea. They injected it and it stopped at the bottom knuckle of my finger and would not climb any higher. And so they jabbed me 3 times and it didn't work. And so they're like, we can jab you in the top of the finger, but there's no guarantee. I just saw 3 people and just went. Jessica just joined.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, maybe she's still loading. Okay, anyway, continue.
And so they're like, well, we can stab you again. I hate needles, by the way, and I hated every second of it. They're like, we can stab you again a 4th time.
Or?
At the top of the finger. Or we can just put the stitch in. And I'm like, just put the stitch in. Like, how bad could it possibly be?
Very.
You ever gotten rope burn, Hnetu? You ever gotten like rope burn on your hands or on your legs or anywhere?
I've gotten rug burns. Does that count?
Yeah, it's a similar feeling.
Ow.
Now, have you ever had rug burn inside of your skin?
No.
That's what that felt like. Getting a stitch with no numbing agent was like a string being pulled through my hand.
I don't like that.
It was bad. And then, so I called my boss, and I'm like, hey, I got stitches in my hand. Doc says that I shouldn't go into work for a while.
Yeah. I mean,
and they're like,
food service.
Well, yeah, and they're like, well, you're working a split shift. And we don't have anybody to cover the rest of the shift. I cut my finger at 3 p.m. And they're like, if you don't come back in, we're gonna write you up.
I would have just said, then fire me.
Well, I needed to pay rent was the problem. And so I went back into work at 5 p.m. and worked for 5 more hours.
Now, see, I would have let myself get fired. I would have been like, then fire me. I don't care. I got hurt at work. And then taken it up with workers' comp. Because your boss would have been fucking fired. Or, like, fined for that.
I did get workers' comp, which was nice. But I was 19 and didn't know any better.
Nah, that's fair.
And so I just went to work I had a splint. It was on the joint, so I couldn't bend my finger, otherwise the stitch would come out.
Well, not only that, but like, working in food service, if you twist it wrong and you pop the stitch, and then all of a sudden there's blood in people's food, that's a lawsuit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not great. Then 5 days go by, and I go and get the stitch out, and I go to a sister location of the clinic that I got the stitch put in. And they're like, we don't have any record of you getting stitches. And I was like, well, I have your splint, and I have a stitch in my hand. So, can we figure out why that you don't have any record of me getting stitches? And they're like, that's a good question. Whatever.
And they
just retroactively put me in the system as getting stitches.
Amazing.
At that location, and then said that I got the stitches out at that location as well.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then they sent me the bill, and I was like,
no.
This is a workers' comp, and they're like, oh, just give it to your boss then. And so I gave it to my boss, and they're like, oh yeah, we already got the bill for this. And I was like, okay.
Jeez.
See ya.
we live in a society that knows exactly what it's doing at all times.
Yeah, all the time. No flaws, no problems. That's my fun injury story. Just an absolute bluster.
It's better than what I was expecting, because like I always hear the stories of like the people who drop something in the deep fryer and they're like, oh shit, I'll just grab it. And it's like, no, it's gone. It does not exist anymore.
Brain just was like, and luckily my brain kicked in of like, hey, don't grab this. You'll hurt yourself so much worse. Like I really got off very clear.
You did. But like a lot of people also, it's not like a conscious thing. Get back. You know, it's like they go when they fall and they just reach for the closest thing in front of them and it just happens to be the deep fryer. Hi, Razor.
Hi. Tempered Archel. Go away. Thank you.
Ow. So I have another funny story about doctor's offices when I was a kid.
Oh boy.
So when I was a kid, this is like 100% my fault. I was scratching my cuticle a whole bunch and ended up getting an infection underneath it. So they had to remove that fingernail entirely to clear it out. Yeah, I mean, it was done under surgery, like, you know, under local.
Right, yeah.
Hold on. If they do, the skin dries and the crispy skin overwhelms the rest of their skin. Become the crispy minion of Lord Greaser, champion of the Quispy. Mythics, you terrify me.
That is a sentence that you said out loud.
That is absolutely a sentence that I just read with my eyeball. The entire time I was making sushi and listening with their headphones knocked out of themselves twice as a road bunny, asking if people know what it's like to feel wrist burns on their rug burns on their wrist. Well, he is a bunny.
Not that kind of bunny. I'm more of the one who does the tying up than the one being tied up.
He's a ski bunny. Different kind of bunny. Can I actually terrify you? No, it's fine. Also, the Vtuber just doing fucking body slams on the Conga Lala, kind of funny.
Yeah.
So another time, so as chat most likely knows, I have plastic tits, right? So I've had surgery twice. Once when they were put in, and then I had like a corrective thing about a year later. And when you mentioned the way that like anesthesia and stuff when they put it in is supposed to go, it reminded me. So when I was back there, hi Matt Zaz.
Hi Matt Zaz.
How are you? So when I was getting surgery, they gave me the IV drip. It didn't go in all the way. So I go to I flag the nurse down and get her attention, and I'm like, the IV that you gave me, it's just coming back out. Like, the little tube was full of blood because it was, my blood pressure was pushing the fluid out instead of letting it in. And so she's like, oh, okay, hold on, I'll fix that. And fucking just grabs a plunger and forces it in. Gonna get my sleep sponsored by Hnetu. Your stomach can turn into stomach flu. Oh my god, Manny, please take care of yourself.
Oh, feel better soon, Manny. That shit sucks.
That should have offset better. Ouchies. It was the weirdest feeling because it's like I could feel it in the vein of like someone pushing this fluid into me. And again, it was cold and kind of burned. It was so fucking weird. It was just a really weird experience. You never look forward to getting needles. They never find the vein they're looking for on the first try. I'm not afraid of needles because when I was little, like when I was in grade school, I got tested for allergies, and I'm allergic to basically everything.
Sick.
Yeah. Like, I'm not allergic to foods. Like, I'm not allergic to milk or cats or whatever. But, like, dust, trees, pollen, mold, you name it, I'm allergic to it.
The outside, you're allergic to the outside?
Yeah, that's why I'm an inside cat. Anyway, so when I was little, I would get allergy shots once a week for, like, a solid year.
What?
What?
Not a boulder onto Vtuber.
I don't know. Maybe he did it to himself.
At least you did it.
Your friend is like that for so much food. Ooh. Oh, you can kind of steer your little guys, your secrets. That's cool. I didn't know that. But yeah, so I am desensitized to needles. Like, they don't bother me just because I'm so used to them. Also, I'm sure you've heard this before, but if you know you're going to be getting, like, blood drawn, drink water, a lot of water first. It makes it bulges your veins out and makes them easier to see and to pierce.
Faint or become woozy at the sight of blood.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't donate blood too often.
Well, no, the thing is, my mother's a phlebotomist, and that was her recommendation, because I apparently have really good veins. Like, my veins are apparently really easy to find, but she said that if you drink a lot of water, it makes your veins bulge out some, and it makes them easier to be pierced. So it's easier for the phlebotomist or for the nurse or whoever to get a good hit on you.
Yeah.
Can I jump, please? I'm hitting the button and it's just not jumping. You're the small, basically the only thing we did recently. They usually do the needles for kids. Oh, the little butterfly needles? Yeah, that's my only real real recommendation is that you want to drink a bunch of water beforehand because it'll make your veins easier to needle. Should you join or is it too late? You can join the lobby if you want. You might not get into the particular quest, but you're more than welcome to join the lobby.
Yeah, unless you were hoping to fight this Vtuber specifically, because it's already dead.
Yeah, we'll be going for another hour. We'll be going for about another hour. The quest log, but it said, yeah. The bad news is I did not get the tentacle.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I think I
Desire sensor in full swing.
Huh?
I got sleep fight. I was making a joke about the desire sensor being in full swing. Game knows you want it, so it can't give it to you.
You have another old friend that is exactly like that, Nox. He had to watch mechanical safety video and he passed out in the middle of class when it covered accidents. I think there was somebody that in like a middle school health class, there was the sight of blood in the video and he went to leave and he just hit the door. He didn't even, like, he got to the door and just went down.
I'm usually pretty good about like.
Got something in mind?
Like
I didn't
like
ignore
adjusting myself.
You know where to find me.
But I have had a couple of moments. I've never fainted fully, thank God. But I've had a couple of moments where I'm like, I need to not be here anymore.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. Yeah, go ahead and post it, Jessica. You don't have to ask, just post it. We'll join.
Yeah, post it up.
But yeah, so I'm really good with needles, and a lot of times they'll be like, all right, I'm gonna put the needle in, and I'm just staring at it like I don't fucking care, because I'm just so used to them.
I heard from the yes.
I'm gonna sit one quest out so 3 people can join, so I can work on some gear.
Okay. I'm just getting my stuff from villagers.
Sick.
Festival shares.
This was our share from the fire
Drearist site. Okay, cool.
Okay, bye. Right.
You fainted entirely too many times and you had COVID the second time? Oh my god, I couldn't imagine. I had it once and that shit fucked me.
I got it once, and thankfully it came and went in like 48 hours.
Mm. You have many things you don't like, but blood isn't a thing that hits me. Yeah, I don't get bothered by the sight of blood. It was a brain melt like fever, so you had fainting spells every few hours for like 5 weeks. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I only caught COVID the one time, and it was like... I work in healthcare, and I got really fucking angry at a lot of people when it comes to COVID, because, like... Let's put safety cushions underneath y'all. Because, like, so I've been wearing a mask the whole time, and I partially do it because I like that it hides my face, but also I just don't trust people. And so they would have, like, that whole thing where people would, like, don't even go back for the gift shop. All they've got is more COVID. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. But, like, take, like, Thanksgiving. You're like, well, my family's safe. I don't have to worry about my family. Yeah, your fucking cousin Ethel might be safe, but she works with an asshole who thinks that vaccines are fake news, and that person doesn't wear a mask at work, and she has to go to her job in person because whatever. So even if she's as safe as she can be, she's around other people who might not be safe. And so, like, I trusted my family. My half-sister brought it home from school because she was in her senior year of high school. And, you know, it was more important for them to do school in person. And we were upstairs putting a new, ooh, got that rolled just in time. We were putting a new fan in her ceiling. And I didn't feel very well, like, the next day. And guess what? It was fucking COVID. She ended up getting it and had a really mild case. But she got it from a kid in her class at school. And I was fucked for about a week. Thankfully, I did get, like, all of my vaccines, and I was up to date on my boosters, so it wasn't too bad. It really took my breath away, literally. Oh, nice, I got the Horn Plus.
Sick.
Yeah, good. So, like, I spent the whole week, and I actually streamed a little bit And looking back on it, everybody who told me not to stream was 100% correct. I should not have streamed. But I was kind of like this the whole time. Really kind of thought I wasn't all there. And I
I was
sounded
one of those people.
really bad. Yeah, you probably were. Hi, Tyrus.
It was
Nox,
funny.
Since you're not in a hunt, can you do a shout out for Tyra's Ram? You're one of my model siblings. She has a TV model. Gotcha, chickens. If you wouldn't mind doing a shout out. Anyway, you were saying.
What's good?
Thank you for doing a shout out.
I got the vid. Like I said, I had a fever for like 10 hours, and then I had some fatigue for like 2 days after, and then I felt fine. Like very lucky, very mild, felt pretty good overall. And so I was like, well, I feel good, and I passed a COVID test, so I guess I'm going to work. And so, like, day 4, I went into work, and my boss was like, what are you doing here? And I was like, well, I'm scheduled for the day, and I don't have any symptoms, and I passed the test. And he's like, well, COVID pay is for 7 days. We got paid for COVID.
Nice.
And he's like,
Good night, Draco.
it's only been
Thank you for being
4
here.
days, so go home. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I went home and stayed home and played video games for 3 days, feeling pale and hard.
I mean, honestly, good. Fuck, you know, fuck capitalism. Sky
Yeah,
has...
my boss is pretty cool.
Holy shit, what the fuck is she doing to get COVID so much? Like, goddamn. I'm so sorry. That sucks.
That's brutal. What? That's brutal.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine, like, the way that long COVID is and how it rots your brain. Oof.
Yeah, that's...
Get rockballed. Ooh. That's like 2,800 damage. Oh, I hit a sleep frog and put him to sleep. But I also hit both Jessica and me. I'm so sorry, Jessica. I think it's...
I caught a peony sparkler jelly. Never seen one before. That's fucking unique.
That was really funny. I accidentally hit a fucking sleep toad. Oh. Like I said, I got it once, and I'm glad that's the only time, because...
Yeah.
But I'm also, like, I get so mad about it, because people are just so callous, and they just don't even try. Oh my god, can I be really shitty and petty really quick? Chat.
I mean, I can't stop.
I'm gonna be really petty about something. I was at the hospital the other day for work, right? Because one of my stops for my day job is at a hospital. And so I park in the little turnaround to get my stuff to, you know, go in. And a car pulls in front of me into the roundabout. And they have like a, you know, thin blue line sticker, and they have a sticker on the back of their car that says, you know, more freedom, less government. And an old man gets out, and this old man walks to the back of his car, and he pulls out a walker. And I don't say anything, I'm just watching. You mask every time you go out, but you wearing a mask and being Asian during COVID was a time. Oh god, I can only imagine. People will use any excuse to be racist, and I hate it. But like, so he pulls out this walker, and I ended up following him in because, you know, I was getting stuff and putting it in my work bag and all. And I was so tempted. I wanted to walk up to him and be like, I saw your bumper sticker and I agree. I can't wait until they get rid of the ADA so all those insert slur for someone who's differently abled aren't clogging up my life. But I did, you know, I didn't want to say anything like that, especially because I was at work. But I was so fucking tempted because it's always the dumbasses. It's like, dude, the only reason that, like, buildings have wheelchair access for someone who, like you, has a disability is because of government regulation.
set.
they're so, they just,
Set a bomb.
they want it to hurt.
They don't get it until it affects them.
Exactly. And I was like, I really wanted to, not because I wanted to be mean to him, but because I was really hoping, go ahead. It would have been really nice if there was that moment of waking up and going, oh, it could negatively affect me. But I know the light would never turn on. But goddamn, I wanted to. I wanted to be so mean and be like, yeah, we need to get all these government regulations, fucking telling businesses they have to have wheelchair ramps. But obviously I wasn't gonna do that. Exactly, Matt. You were screwed out of a job? Oh, I'm sorry. Can I harvest this? Or did we trap it? We trapped it, okay. I didn't realize we trapped it. But yeah, because exactly that. They only care if it affects them. And if there had been that moment of like, oh, this will negatively affect me, but we all know that the light would never turn on in that. Yeah, no, I saw the trap after a minute. I just didn't catch it at first. Slugger, power prolonger, and fire attack. Okay. Silly how many DEI hires seem to hate DEI hire. Yeah. Oof. I don't know. It's just, it always... Matt says, thank you for the 11 months, dude. I appreciate it a bit. It just...
Mazaz just subscribed for 11 months.
Thank you. Keck W. Like, seeing the sticker on his car, I was like, oh, this fucking guy, you know? But then when he gets out and he walks around to the back and he pulls out a walker, I was like, you are so fucking stupid. You don't even realize that the only reason that, like, because it was an old man, too. Like, the only reason that you are surviving the way you are today with the luxuries you are is because of government regulation. Deduction eligible income. I think I've got it so confused, right? So funny story. This is a funny thing about wheelchair ramps. Would you like to hear something funny about wheelchair ramps?
Sure, it's just like haha funny or
no,
this is that's funny.
This is facepalm funny.
Okay.
So one of my other stops, not at the hospital, is like it's a house that's been converted into a doctor's office, and they have a wheelchair ramp. Like they have stairs that go down the front to the street, to the sidewalk, and then if you exit the building and turn to the right, there's a wheelchair ramp that goes down and then goes towards the side of the house. All well and good. Guess where that goes to? What's at the bottom of the wheelchair ramp?
Is it stairs?
No, it's grass, and then a cinder block walkway that goes from a side door, which has a staircase, and then more grass directly into the AC unit outside.
Sick.
So hypothetically, you park around back, you have to wheel yourself through their parking lot into the grass, and then past the sidewalk, which has stairs on it, into more grass, onto the ramp to go up. And I just like, buddy, you tried, but you failed.
Design.
Like, yeah, at least there's a wheelchair ramp, but you did not finish the job. You half-assed it. Shakes head. It's legally ADA compliant. Yeah, pretty much. All right, I just need, let me look. Anyway, I don't know. I just, the absurdity of some of that gets me sometimes because, like I said, it's a forehead slap moment. People are stupid.
Generally, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do an episode cut, and then maybe we do other stuff. Malicious compliance. It might be. I love that you have a separate account for going to bed. That's adorable. I'm gonna end this recording. God damn it.